Yes, sir. It's so special. Have you? With that money.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court update today being 14th of May 2025. Although this case has been adjourned to next week, Wednesday being 21st and Thursday 22nd of May 2025. So the full details of what's happening in the ongoing trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today, the defense team led by Kanu Agabi introduces his team of lawyers and witness known as BBBB was also called into the dock. So witness BBB started and tendered a medical report indicating the cause of death of Ahmed Golak. Transcription of cross-examination proceedings. Witness BBBB Agabi. He obtained a video statement from the defendant. Witness now answered to say, "Yes, my lord." Agabi now asked, in that statement, only the defendant and his lawyers were visible. Witness said yes. Agabi now asked again, the video was not complete. Are we able to see those who conducted the interview? Were you wearing mask? The witness said, I cannot remember, my lord. Agabi now asked, for how long was the defendant in detention before you made the video? Witness, I don't know. I'm not aware of his long detention, my lord. Defendant has been kept alone in cell all by himself. Agabi now said, but you must understand that solitary confinement is punishment. If that's what you mean to a punishment, did you kept him in a solitary confinement because he is a danger to himself or the society? Witness now say, I'm not aware he was in solitary confinement. Agabi, you subjected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to solitary confinement? The witness now answered, I am not aware or how long the defendant has been in detention. Agabi now asked another question. Do you know the minimum days to keep someone in solitary confinement? The witness said, from United Nations law, you can't keep someone for more than 15 days. Agabi now asked again, the long detention of this gentleman has caused him unhappiness. The witness said, I am not aware. Imagine. Agabi now asked, are you aware this gentleman has been in detention for 4 years after the interview? The defendant has become very unhappy and frustrated. The witness said, I am not aware. I don't know, Nigerians can lie. Which one is that you're not aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for 4 years? And you've been hearing that IPOB people have been protesting for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you're telling us that you're not aware. Wahala, they say it be like bicycle. So the lawyer Agabi proceeded with another question to say, this prolonged detention is not through a court order. The witness said, I don't know, my lord. Agabi now asked again, defendant was arrested in 2015. The witness said, I am not aware, my lord. I was not part of the investigation, my lord. Agabi now asked, do you know some of the charges were dropped? I do not know. I don't know about the previous charge, my lord. Agabi now said, following the amendment, several charges have been dropped. The witness said, I do not know, my lord. Agabi now asked another one. All the charges, only 3 was attributed to the defendant. Witness, I don't know. Do you know that the charges were amended 6 days after his arrest, kidnapping? Witness said, I'm not aware, my lord. Agabi now proceeded to say, in fact, at that time, the charges have been pending in court for 6 years. Witness said, I am not aware, my lord. Agabi said, it's from this letter, you become aware of this case. Witness say, I'm not aware, my lord. Agabi ask another one. Before you received the directive from your office, were you aware of this matter? I do not know, my lord. In the letter, the AGF complained about the complaints he had received. What was the responses of your office? Witness, I don't know, my lord. Agabi now asked, the only investigation you conducted was the video interview. Witness, it was not so, my lord. So Agabi proceeded with another question. I put it to you. You did not conduct any other interview. I did not, but the docs are in my office. Everyone in the court just laughed out. Agabi now proceeded to say, after you received the AGF directives, the charges were again amended. The witness said, I am just an investigator. I am not aware of the content of the charges, my lord. Agabi, in that directives, the AGF already had given you his conclusion. Did you issue a report after that investigation? Yes, I did. Agabi ask another one. I put it to you that charges remain the same after the directive of the AGF. I do not know, my lord, is the witness response. So Agabi proceeded to ask again, now I put it to you that you were influenced by AGF letter. Witness said, no, my lord. Agabi ask again. Southwest governors came together and agreed to form a vigilante group. The witness said, I am aware the governors did so. Agabi now asked, did you get a letter from AGF to complain about the killings of innocent people? Witness said, I am aware the Southwest governors formed a Moteku. Wahala, they say be like bicycle. So in conclusion, after taking note of the brief narration by Barrister Loy Ejimako in court, the case was also adjourned to next week, like I said earlier, on Wednesday 21st and Thursday 22nd of May 2025. Barrister Loy Ejimako narrated to the court how himself, Kanu Agabi-san, and Eta were denied meeting with their client Nnamdi Kanu few days ago by the DSS. Cross-examination in the case of Federal Government of Nigeria versus Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which began today, has been suspended upon the motion of the defense for adequate time to secure certain documents that are crucial. The judge graciously granted the adjournment. So case has been adjourned to 21st and 22nd of May. In this, how can this Nigerian witness say that he's not even aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for 4 years now? Does it mean that he is deaf, or does it mean that he is not in Nigeria? I don't even understand. How can you claim that you are a witness of this particular case and you don't even know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been confined in a secret confinement, which is against even international law? And then again, denying that you are not even aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention for 4 years is a brutal lie. I don't know if you guys are getting something. Why are these people keep adjoining? Enough of this adjournment of this case. Rule the end of this case. Allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go. You are not even talking about the Operation Python that happened in Southeast, where about 3,000 innocent Biafrans were slaughtered. Igbo people were killed in that particular selfish Operation Python that's under Buhari's regime. And now you are still doing this case tomorrow, today, tomorrow, today. Enough of all this. Nigerian government, enough of all this brutal trial on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You people know the truth. I don't want to accept the truth. You keep looking for a way to to paint the truth black and blue. Enough of all this. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This man has no case. In fact, it is you people that will apologize to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I saw a video this morning on Twitter. The way people were butchered, the way Fulani headers used machetes to butcher innocent people. I was crying this morning because of the type of video I am seeing. I cannot bring this video in this channel because of policies of YouTube. Enough of all this brutal way of solving things. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the betterment of the country. He was the one that started to, in fact, he was releasing and saying, he was the one giving us an aware, telling us, beware of Fulani headers. They are coming from different countries. Westerners are sponsoring them so that they will have their ways in our resources. But Nigerian government failed. Look at what happened 2 days ago. I equally saw a video of how Boko Haram captured our military men just like fowls. What did the government do? The only thing they choose is to be going to court for the case of Natasha Akpotu-Daha and Apio. People are dying on a daily basis as a result of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting against. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting to protect his people. Go to the Southeast today. They are massacring our people. Fulanis are busy killing our people. Military of Nigeria military are also busy killing our youth. Shoot at sight. In the name of your hunting for IPOB members. For what reason? For what reason? Buhari said attack on Boko Haram, our attack on Northerners. Then why are you fighting against us in our own land? Making South is not to be a safe place now. Enough of all this. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did not commit any crime. Abakari is still moving freely even after conniving with what they call it, this as Dokubo and couples of Imo State to kill innocent Igbo youth in Owerri. He's moving freely. FBI demanded that Abakari should be extradited to UK for his extradition, for his trial, because of his link with a hush puppy. But Nigerian government refused because he is a northern person. But in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped death. He ran for his life when Buhari ordered for his death, that he should be executed. This man ran for his own life. Shockingly to Buhari, this man survived. They still went to Kenya and kidnapped this man, extradite him to Nigeria. Yet people don't want to free this man. You are still looking for an excuse just to jail him. For what exactly? The reason why Nigeria has failed or have refused Igbo people to rule this country has been, has been exposed. IBB exposes in his book that Igbo cube, that Biafran civil war, is not for indeed not Biafran that started a war, or they are not the one that bring issue that trigger this war. Rather, the major general that people that's not even from Igbo people, Igbo land, are the ones that trigger this particular war. IPP exposed this. Yet, Tinubu and others are still detaining Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Enough of all this. Nigerians are dying on a daily basis. Tinubu and his colleagues are not even willing to protect our lives. Is it because it has not reached your doorstep? Is it because your family members have not experienced it? Is it because your son, your daughter have not been bought by the Fulani herders and the Boko Harams? That is why it seems that all this in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been preaching for years. It seems like it is hitting on deaf ears because you are not a victim of all this. Don't wait for you to be a victim before you will raise your voice. We are demanding for a better Nigeria. But it is obvious, the obvious truth is that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian politicians does not want the best for the citizens of this country. Look at what is happening in Burkina Faso. This man killed 130 Fulani militia terrorists that are terrorizing Burkina Faso. And just a few days he left to Russia to partake in Russia's military day parade, victory day military parade. Fulanis went and killed in the middle of the night when the soldiers and Burkina Faso citizens were sleeping. They went and attacked them. And now when this man just arrived, he just returned back to Burkina Faso. Fulanis left their motorcycles, their cows, and escaped. They ran away because Burkina Faso president just arrived in Burkina Faso. Why Nigeria? If you have watched the last video I posted concerning what El-Rufai's son Bello El-Rufai said in the House of Rep yesterday, the House of Rep members refused to pass a bill for rotational power, that is rotational presidency. They refused to pass that bill. The Nigerian youth are looking for things that will make Nigeria a better place, but the so-called Nigerian politicians are looking for a way to waste our efforts. We are demanding for electoral reform just for us to have a better president. Yet, we still have INEC chairman who is corrupt, who ensure that Tinubu remain the president of the country. He is still there. How can this electoral reform be possible? Will it be possible? How can it work? If Mamadou Yakubu is still the INEC chairman in the country. So to me, I keep saying this, and it's always my conclusion whenever I'm talking about this release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or IPOB news. I love what they are doing. They are demanding for their freedom. They are demanding for their peace. They want to be free from slavery. They want to develop their vicinity. They want to develop their land. They want to make useful use of what they have to develop, their community, their land, their country. We have all it takes as a country to be a better country. But because of the selfish and greedy politicians we have, they allow the so-called Westerners to use them. I don't know if you guys have watched latest news. The last news I posted about Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, under Ibrahim Traore's leadership, made $18 billion from their gold, from mining of gold. from their gold mines against $1 billion yearly that all these mining companies normally pay to Burkina Faso. Look at what is happening. Free medical care, free childbirth in Burkina Faso, free housing for people that are homeless. Tell me, third roads, constructing roads, building infrastructures, industries. Tell me, what are the things that make a country a better country? And now they want to adopt CFA and adopt their own Sahel currency. Not just that alone, no. This man has equally built a bank for transaction of Sahel states, that is Sahel countries, like Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, so that transaction can be going freely. How can you tell me that a country in West Africa, in Africa, will be printing their currency in Europe? Is that not crazy? This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. He's fighting to liberate us. Before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started agitating for Biafra, he was agitating for revolution. He was agitating for a better Nigeria. Same thing goes to Simon Ekpa. They were once agitating for a better Nigeria. But when they see that what they are fighting for, there is no hope in what they are fighting for, they said, okay, let me go to the minority. Let me go to just my own clan. Let me go to my own ethnic. Let me agitate for my own ethnic, for the betterment of my own ethnic. I don't know if you guys are getting something. One Nigeria is not working. Yes. I am not saying it just for saying sake. I'm not saying this for you to come and criticize me. If you have traveled out of Nigeria, you will see how easy life is in other countries. You will see how people are enjoying at least peace of a nation. That is what matters again. Having constant electricity lights. Then, peace. And less of all these accidents happening here and there. It doesn't happen like that in other countries. The rate of killings going on in Nigeria, tell me which country this thing is going that is not a terrorist country. Like Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran. That is how Nigeria is at the moment. Nigeria is like Syria. It's not like Afghanistan. It's not like Iraq, Palestine. Killings going on every day in Nigeria. And we still have France military base in Nigeria. Yet all these things are still going on. So what are the usefulness of France military base in Nigeria? What are they doing to curb this insecurity? Macron, the president of France, my question to you is, what have you done to mitigate or let's say put an end these Boko Haram and ISWAP members killings in the Northeast? You have your military base in Northeast. What are you doing to mitigate or fight against these particular killings? Nothing, right? UK, your citizens has been in detention in Nigeria for over decades. You have not even said release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because you are benefiting from Nigerian resources. Because you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for Biafra. And that place where there is oil is equally Biafran land. I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. But now the question is, if you people want unity, why can we not mine our own gold in Nigeria? We have gold. Why is it not Nigerian company that is mining gold in Nigeria? Why can't we refine our oil, our natural gas in Nigeria? Why exporting it? Why exporting our natural crude to other countries to manufacture? It's a question, no? Are we not capable to refine our natural gas in the country? What is obstructing the government of Nigeria to refine, to build and have equipment meant for refining of natural gas so that things will be easier, fuel cost will be lesser on the citizens of the country? It is a question. Why do our national grid keep falling every month? It is a question. Nigerians, wake up. If unity is not possible, it's better we divide. What is your opinion? Feel free.